And hi, folks. Hoo-wee, it's hot outside. I looked at the thermometer in the shade, it says 103. And I looked the one on near the concrete in the bright light, it says 110. I don't need any special dehydrators. I just put food out there and make sure flies and bugs and the birds don't eat it, and it'll dry in a couple hours. Anyway, this is mail call and also book review and what I usually carry in my pockets. Okay, so let's open this up. I ordered a book. A lot of people, because I like to read, don't like to watch TV. It's all a bunch of lies and weirdo stuff. And I got Fallout. Okay, here the Hiroshima cover up and the reporter. If you ever read his book in grade school or high school or college, it was called Hiroshima, and this guy did a lot of research on it. Okay, now I had to go and double check a lot of things, and I learned a lot of stuff from the Atomic Veterans Heritage Site. All right, the people who went out there didn't understand Fallout at the time, and they sent out there. A lot later, a lot of textbooks got this wrong. Yes, both were air bursts and not ground bursts. Unfortunately, the one in Nevada, about 100 of them were ground bursts. And St. George, Utah got irradiated, and so the surrounding areas of Utah, and where John Wayne filmed Genghis Khan by Howard Hughes, he got irradiated from fallout. Nobody ever told him. That's why he had cancers. Anyway, I like to read it. Now, if you're looking for technical stuff, you have to do your own research. Let's see. There's John Hershey, who wrote Hiroshima. And like I said, it's like, I always like to read every bit of detail and figure out what the hell was going on. Okay? And it's like a lot of people don't understand. And like I said, it's a good book, and you should. And also, if you want biographies and stuff like that, and notes and stuff, they have a good section in here. Now, I do YouTube. Why do I need to put that stuff in there? It's just a fragment of entertainment. So, like I said, yeah, this is the notes. And it's like, if you want to go that deep into this, and it does, I like to read textbooks. It's one of my hobbies, calm me down and think. That's why I don't trust nobody. Okay? Introduction to the notes and biographies and their source materials and everything else. And also they have a pretty good index too. And then the epilogue of all this. Like I said, folks, do your own research. All right? I'm going to enjoy this reading it. Because a lot of people don't read anymore. They don't have a library. I used to have an extensive library in my first house, and it burned to the ground. I lost friends, neighbors, because they didn't want to leave or bug out or evacuate. They say, we could survive out there. Nah, they burnt to death and died. Okay? They lived in mobile homes. What's the two worst things in the world for a mobile home? Or whatchamacallit, trailer? Wildfire and a tornado. Or have a combination of both. But a lot of people don't listen to Uncle Al. Alright? There's a lot of towns that are dying, smaller towns, because people are not living there, okay, all over the world, and yet people have trouble with housing. And I'm looking at them like, so wouldn't it be a lot easier if your company moved to that small town and reuse these nice houses? Oh no, we can't waste the money on that. That's why we have homelessness. Another part of homelessness, yeah, we'll just shut down all these hospitals and mental institutions, throw them out on the streets full of drugs. Boy, that worked out really good, didn't it? Okay, now, Some things I usually carry in a knapsack or in a haversack, a shoulder bag, is this. Okay? You want a drop cloth. All right? See the sizing on that? That's 9 foot by 12 foot and it's 8 mil thick. It's pretty good drop cloth. You could also use it for a temporary shelter. Now, always have a triangle bandage, either with safety pins, this has safety pins, and 5 yards of paracord wrapped up around it. You could use it as a mask, you could use it as a hat, you could use it as a tourniquet or a bandage. People never taught people like this in the old days. Nobody carries a knife. They said, Uncle Hon, we can't open the box. Why not? We don't have any cutting instruments. You mean a knife. And those Play-Doh safety scissors don't work. Getting old, people. You're going to die soon. And then you're out there, how am I going to butcher a deer? Or a hog? Is that a hog? You know. But anyway, I like to tell people, check out the Backwoodsman. That's campcraft, DIY, homesteading, survival, history, off-grid living, and primitive skills. Okay, they have a great deal for the Backwoodsman. They have digital or print. Now I keep saying, people, there's a lot of weirdo magazines like, you could be a prepper now if you buy all this gear. And I'm looking at them, you could die right away. All right. See all that stuff? And this is written by people who experience it. I know one of my viewers writes it before Charlie dies. He made several good articles on it. And like I said, you could do a lot of easy things. They even have a cooking page. Okay, that's outside cooking. That's why I tell people get Dutch ovens, frying pans, and get the charcoal chimney starter. You know, you could use a wonk on it. And a lot of people are like, how do you do that? Put a grill on top of it or 2 crossbars so you'll have enough airspace. But it says, Uncle Hon, it takes too long. Give me a hairdryer. I'll show you how to do it. Or a bellows. You know, find solution to your problem. If a lot of people did this, the world would be a lot better. Okay? They even have readers' requests. Survival knife that can be easily sharpened. Let's see. In reality, cold temperatures that killed people. Tracking, minimalist camping, urban homesteading, survival gardening, hunting stick, magnet fishing, over and under shotguns. They have requests that could put in the mail. You gotta remember, this is Backwoodsman. It's more like bushcrafting turn of the century. Now, a lot of people said it's a journey. Yes and no, because there's other factors to that. But like I said, like the art of survival, the only grade if you get on that one, if you die or live. You know, if you die, that means you failed. Really simple, folks. Another one I like is the American Frontiersman. Okay? Don't be like this guy. I'll stop the bear with my 9mm. You know what happened to him. But like I said, I always like the old days, and they have a lot of good stuff on leather making and on times of the old days. Now a lot of people are just clicking through channels or whatever. Yeah, and like I said, a lot of people don't understand that bushcrafting in the old days were simple stuff. It's not high tech. You need a tarp, and maybe a blanket to keep you warm, a hunting coat, your rifle, and a knife. And probably some kind of boiler. I don't know if they have a boiler here. Yeah, let's see if we do. Yeah, see, it's easy setup. This is a haversack right here. Okay, you have probably a long gun, probably a flintlock. You have little bags of food and stuff. And then you have your boiler and your tin cup. Okay, and you also have to be safe when you're drinking water, so you got get your chemical solutions. So like I said, check out the American Frontiersman. I always keep stuff and always have something to make shelter, and I have something to light with. Like I said, folks, now a lot of people are asking me about radiation. If it's a ground pounder, you bought the farm, okay? You have to get away from the atomic footprint as fast as you can. The airburst one, it depends because it tends to linger and people don't realize that, and it tends to linger in a bigger area. Because when I checked sites on fallout radiation from Hiroshima and Nagasaki, I found burn reports 53 miles away. And I'm looking at that and like, people won't check out this link. They won't do the research as far as I do. Okay, so do your research. Don't trust me. I don't even trust myself. Okay, do your research. Read books. Find out all you can. You don't want to listen to one person. You want to make sure it's you. Because if you goof up, well, you bought the farm. And also I'm taking care of my sister's little dog. It's just too hot at their house, and mine's a lot cooler. You know, it's simple things. It isn't hard. It isn't rocket science, folks. It's simple things. Like having a carafe. Nice, cool, nice hot cup of coffee. And people want, how did you cook your coffee? I didn't smell anything cooking. I used a solar boiler. People still don't understand that. Because Uncle Al knows all kinds of dirty tricks. And I'll see you later. I'll be seeing you. You have a nice weekend. Stay cool. Bye now.